something very exciting happened that my kids were thrilled about. It was almost like it was Christmas Eve. They couldn't sleep. They were in such anticipation for going to school. But not just schools they've been going to, which is mostly virtual, but that they got to see their friends in the flesh. They got to go to the actual school building and be in the school building and enjoy the company of their friends. Now, not all their friends, because it's a limited number of kids that can be in there. And of course, there's differences because they have to wear masks and there's extra regulations they have to follow. But still, there was a joy that they had. And when they got after the first day, I asked them, "How was your school day?" Great. They loved seeing their friends. Now they were also very tired. It was exhausting. It was emotionally exhausting to have so much excitement over the chance to see each other in face, person to person. People need that. We like that. Well, I hope that you will have that same type of excitement. For those of you that are comfortable, by the way, with this, when we get back in person in the sanctuary. And I wanted to let you know that that occurrence we think will be sooner rather than later. Right now, our staff and some others within our church community are actively working towards a plan for regathering inside the church. I mean, think about it. We'll get to see each other, the body language of the preacher, the body language of the people praying. We'll get to hear the organ and the music. I don't know if we're going to be singing right away, but we're going to get to do some things. It's going to be nice. Hopefully outside, beyond the walls, after the church, there'll be opportunity to fellowship with each other outside the doors of the church. But here's two things I need if this is going to be a reality. One is we need those who are comfortable with coming and plan to come to make sure that they're going to follow the protocols. There are protocols: masks, social distancing, registering for contact tracing, and also because we can't have more than 25% of capacity within our church. And so that's about 125 attendees plus then a certain number of volunteers and worship participants. Those, we need people to comply with the protocols so that we can have it be smooth and orderly and the worship can be enjoyable for everyone. The second thing, though, that we need, and this is really, really important, we need volunteers. Because there's things that tasks, jobs to make this happen that are not normal for other times. We need people to open doors. You may say, well, that's his teams. Yes, that is his teams, and we've had that before. But now it's literally one person needs to be opening every door, in and out, so that there's not multiple hands touching those doors. We have to make sure that there's people to set up for the spacing requirements in the sanctuary. Every other row, 6 feet apart. These are the regulations that are in place in order for us to be able to regather in person. We have to make sure that there's ushers to help people with where they can sit based on the number of people in their group, in their family. These are things that we have to do. And so we need your help. Some of you have been asking me, Pastor, when can we get back in person? When can we get back in person? Indoors in person. We've been in person at the drive-in service, and people have been blessed by that. But I know that people want to sit in the sanctuary again and to have that feeling of worship with the community. Well, we want that too, but we need your help. One, following the protocols, but two, volunteering. If you're willing to volunteer, will you reach out to our office at spencervillechurch.org, an email. Let us know so that we can be in contact with you to begin to create teams to help in the service of in those Sabbath services as we come back in person. We want enough people so that not everyone always has to be serving every single week, but rather people from week to week can choose to sit or they can be volunteers that week. We're thinking about the fact that we may need to have 2 services too. We don't know what the interest level will be. Will there be enough people that want to go so that we have to have 2 services? We're open to that. Some of those times will be different. One of our main objectives is not to interfere with Sabbath school. We can't have Sabbath schools back in person yet, especially while the weather is so cold and we can't have any outside gatherings in that cold for an extended amount of time with the kids. And so we don't want to interfere with those Sabbath schools and those Sabbath school times, because we know those have been awesome for our children and our adults. Our adults have raved about the Sabbath schools. And so we're looking at the times, we're looking at all kinds of things. But know that we're planning for it. We're excited about it. And in fact, I have a bit of the joy that my kids have to be back in that realm. This week, as I was recording my sermon, I actually had to do it twice, because I preached on Tuesday night and it just was so flat. It was so dead. And I told Jason, preaching this type of message is just so difficult when there's nobody in the congregation to respond. It's hard. It's hard. I can't wait till we can be in a congregation again, so I can see your faces, your eyes reacting. Now, I want to tell the people that don't feel comfortable yet regathering in person, and the people that live far away, don't worry. We're still going to provide a virtual service for you. We're still going to be streaming a service to you every Sabbath morning. You are part of our family, and we love you, and we value you, and we want to provide for you. But we do feel the time has come for us to begin to make those next steps in the healing, in the connection that we've been missing for so long. So I hope that you'll pray for this process, but also will you pray about how you can help in the process? Let us know if you're willing to volunteer for this. office@spencervillechurch.org. All right? Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and stay tuned for more details about when and how we're going to be taking this next step in being face-to-face. God bless y'all. Bye-bye.